I think people who watch Mindhunter, they have a totally different perspective on serial killers. They because that movie gives us so much information, and if we go back and see certain movies where all of this is not there, we think, okay, maybe that should have been,
No, it just
this.
shows, it doesn't humanize them, but it also shows how complex they are.
I
And
know, yeah.
most of us, most of these films, they just see even the term serial killer is like a very lazy term that they just throw. Any
Right.
cop movie I see in recent days where they have a serial killer and they just call it serial killer, then immediately I'm like, I tune out. They try to
Rakshan
sound
was
so
not
hip and
bad, I feel. Rakshan was
Rakshasan.
not bad.
No, I hated Rakshasan the way they did it. So think about it. You have a doctor who does that whole what's it called? Um, the one they do for dead bodies after
Postmortem.
beforehand. Postmortem. Yeah, sorry, that word skipped me. Yeah, you have this postmortem doctor who does the postmortem, giving a psychological profile of this killer based on just by seeing how he kills. This is like three different unrelated fields that this one guy is an expert in.
Like Sherlock.
Yeah, so he's a doctor who does postmortem, and based on he's also a forensic scientist apparently. Just looking at how how people were killed, he's able to do, and he's also a psychiatrist. He's able to give the psychological profile. That's just lazy writing, right? And serial killer, like, oh, how many kills did this doctor see before calling him a serial killer?
Right.
So yeah, that was just lazy writing, and I sort of tuned out after that. And same thing with the same problem that Vettayad Vilayad had, this Rakshasan also had, right? You have this person who has a condition that makes him an outcast. So now immediately make him evil, and he goes around killing people. So what about people who are albinos, who have that kind of a skin condition? Now you are like sort of dehumanizing them, making them into these evil outcasts, right? You're reinforcing that stigma. Why would you even
Right.
want to do that? Why does the killer have to have another condition?
Right.
And that's when Mindhunter comes, right? Where you see
Right.
these normal people you just come across in your day-to-day life, and any of them can be serial killer, can be a serial killer, and that's the most scariest aspect of a serial killer.
Right.
You don't have to look different or have like depravities, like that are blatant or out of context or completely unnecessary to show that these are serial killers. That's just lazy writing. That's why I hate Rakshasan.
Right.
Right.
The movie had really good. There are like a few set pieces that the movie did really well.
Mhm.
Like some of the reveals were really good. Some of the confrontation between the hero and the villain were really good. But that would be like 30% of it. The rest, 70%, the whole episodic nature, or sorry, the procedural in which he determines that this could be the killer, this is his modus operandi, and all that. Yeah, that just felt, and and they also get even lazy by quoting movies as his source. This is a movie fanatic who quotes movie. They could have done it a little bit intelligently, where another character comes in and says that movies are not a good representation of this, and then the hero would have been forced to think differently, think from what he has known on his all his life, think about how a serial killer is different. But then again, all these movies, they just go back to that template.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
he's a serial killer, that means even Mishkin fell prey to that with Psycho.
Oh, Psycho. Psycho was
Yeah,
atrocious.
like he had to show him as a really depraved character, but at least I think his the guy's condition was like very broad enough that he didn't target one particular group of people.
Yeah.
He just targeted a general blanket. So either everyone got offended or no one got offended. So that's even better than specifically pinpointing a mental condition for the reason.
Right.
This is why he's a serial killer.
Right. We can
Even
give
if
him
you
that.
take even the hero for that matter, even in Gajini, if you take that, it stigmatizes short-term memory loss, right? He is a character, and if you think about it, that Gajini character is the serial killer in that movie. Yeah, he goes around
Right.
stalking people, taking
Right.
photos of them, and then he kills them.
Right. Never thought of it this
So,
way.
yeah, we have a whole history of movies where the hero has to have a new mental condition. They just go to a medical dictionary, pick out a new condition. Onion, for that matter.
Yeah,
People
split
with
personality.
multiple personality disorder, he sort of stigmatized that one.
Right.
And then narcolepsy, whatever mental condition you find, you
there's
either
a
give
film,
it to
right?
the
Vishal's film, right?
Vishal's film. Yeah,
Right.
Detective or something, right?
No, not detective. Detective is Miskin's film, but he does not have any condition there. Narcolepsy is where you sleep with some.
all of a sudden,
All
yeah.
of a sudden, yeah, you
So
just sleep.
uncontrollably, you just sleep, and yeah. So
Okay.
there was a whole time where we were just finding new medical conditions.
Right.
Right.
3.
It's a,
3. That is Dhanush's film, right?
yeah. That, I mean,
That also has a medical condition, right? If I'm-
that's depression. Yeah.
Right.
I think that was a kind of all the lot, that was a
I think that was
better
better
portrayal.
film. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
better
that was a
portrayal.
better portrayal of
Yeah.
like showing what actually goes
Through
through.
that.
But no depressed person would be able to watch that movie.
Yeah. No,
So
no
what's
happy
the
people
point?
will also be able to watch
Yeah,
that
so
ending.
what's the point? If you're going to depict this condition, yeah, you can depict the hardships behind it, you can deal with it in a sensitive way, but you can also make it more cathartic. This Ram's film with Mammootty, what's that movie called? Perambu. Yeah, that one dealt with that condition in a very sensitive way. So even this movie Dhoni,
Right.
Dhoni. Yeah, right. Ilayaraja musical.
Prakash Raj,
Right.
to show that when your child faces an accident, how do you overcome that, all that. So there are good ways to portray this. Yeah, I think we strayed far away from serial killers too.